third grade. Today we are learning about our last group of plants. Yesterday we learned about deciduous plants on page 14 and 15. Deciduous plants were plants that lose their leaves in the fall. Now today we're going to talk about coniferous trees. Coniferous trees grow cones instead of flowers to make their seeds. Most coniferous trees do not lose all their leaves in the fall. The leaves of most coniferous trees look like needles or brushes. Coniferous trees include pine, fir, spruce, and hemlock. All right, so we're thinking of like a pine tree, a Christmas tree when we think of coniferous trees. Think of the ones that stay green the entire year and don't lose their leaves and get all bare in the winter. Coniferous trees have cones. Notice how that you can see that same start there, cones and coniferous. Coniferous trees make two kinds of cones. They make small pollen cones and large seed cones. Wind blows pollen from the small pollen cones to the large seed cones. When pollen attaches to the seed cone, seeds begin to grow. A seed grows under each scale of the seed cone. When the seeds are ripe, they fall to the ground. If conditions are right, each seed can start growing into a new plant. Over time, the seeds may become trees. So we've got all these different things that we need for a plant to actually grow. The cone's got to get pollinated. It's got to fall in the right spot with the right soil and the right amount of water and sunlight. And then, if that happens, a tree starts to grow. Here you can see some different examples, some different kinds of cones. This one, you can see these really light branches here that are growing. Cones form on branches near the top of conifers. Here, seeds are made under the scale of this Douglas fir cone. So picture a base kind of like a scale, and there's seeds growing inside of there. Then you can see this. Wind blows pollen from these small cones to large cones on other trees. So you can see these look a little bit different. They're much smaller. And then we've got larger cones grow with seeds inside. Then coniferous, at the bottom, coniferous seeds glide to the ground in this picture. All right, so all this was coniferous plants, a different way to group our plants. On page 6 of your notes, at the top, we've got our coniferous trees. Coniferous trees grow cones instead of seeds and have leaves that look like needles. And then how many types of cones does a coniferous tree grow? Two. Two different types of cones in a coniferous tree. Number 8, what blows from the bottom cone to the seed? Pollen. I know there's all those extra lines there. We can just write pollen. Pollen is what helps new plants to grow. Excellent. Next week we'll pick it up with lesson 4, how do new plants grow? All right? Make sure that you tuck that into your book. We'll still need it next week. Keep track of those notes. Those notes are a really easy way to get an easy A on your assignment by just keeping track of them and following along and watching our videos. Thanks. Make sure you check it off on your weekly checklist and enjoy the rest of your day.